Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a Rebecca Minkoff haul. It is collective, it's kind of not all very recent. One of the things I actually bought back in February, and I just can't remember whether or not I showed you it. I know I haven't done kind of a review or anything, so I thought I would show you that first because it's the oldest thing. And it's this MAC bag. This is kind of the standard size. It's the, I will do at some point a review kind of all three sizes because they do a Mac Daddy, which I think has been discontinued now, which is bigger than this one. And then the Mini Mac, which is super popular and you will have heard lots about because it's just one of those things that on YouTube lots of people have got. But the Mac bag is kind of the more day bag. So it's like larger size, but it's difficult to tell you without actually having another one to compare it to. It has got a long strap. Ta-da! So it can be worn cross-bodied, or you can actually loop this. I'll show you because for a long time I actually had no idea how you could do this. But you put this part through this. You put it through the loop and then attach it to that. So you make the strap shorter. You make it into more of a shoulder bag than a long bag. But this is a really gorgeous one. I bought this from If you remember Kokoza, it was kind of like a brand, if you know Brand Alley, that's a similar kind of thing, but Kokoza was so much better. The deals on there were amazing, and when they were shutting down, they had Mac bags for £69, which is an insane price. I actually bought 3. I ended up selling 2 because I just couldn't justify keeping them all, but it was an amazing price. And I didn't have kind of a cream bag that I felt was kind of like this with the silver hardware, and yeah, it just kind of, it fit really nicely into my collection in a slot that I felt wasn't already filled. So that was one that I bought a while ago. More recently, I have had my eye on some bags from Black Book of Style, which I'll link below. That's the website where I bought my Mac Daddy, and what else did I buy? Oh, the little Mini Mac, the purple one you may remember, and I also bought a pouch from there as well. One of the only UK stockists and the absolute cheapest UK stockist that I have found. And there's no kind of extra costs involved, you know, because if you buy from like Shopbop, for example, you can get custom fees because it's not within the UK. This is all kind of included, no hidden charges. So I definitely would recommend it. The first bag that I got from her was actually sent to me. This was not paid for by myself, but it was a complete surprise. I had been talking to her about potentially buying another bag from her, and she sent me one, and I couldn't be more grateful because it's one of the ones that I had my eye on, and it enabled me to then make a purchase of a different one, so I'll show you that in a second. But the one that she sent me was this one, and it's the Mini Mac size, but it's the 5 zip. So rather than having the buckle, it's got the 5 zips, and I've never actually seen one of these in real life. And that's why I was kind of umming and ahhing about it, whether I'd like it as much. I love the rose gold leather. It is so soft. You would think that it was kind of coated and stiff, but it's not at all. It's really soft. And I really like the zips. I just think it makes it a little bit different. And it actually means that now I don't have any of exactly the same style. I've got the big Mac, the kind of normal size Mac, the Mini Mac. I've got the 5 zip Mac, and then the one I'll show you in a second is a different style again. So I like that. But I haven't duplicated any of them, but I swear I could just have the Mini Macs in every single colour because I just love them. But it has the studs on the bottom. These zips don't really serve any purpose. It's just the main zip on top that does. And again, the same as the other one, it's got the long handle that you can kind of adjust whether or not you want it short, long, crossbody, whatever. I almost forgot the other thing that she sent me, and it's this sunglasses case, also Rebecca Minkoff, and absolutely beautiful. It's this Tiffany blue colour with the glasses embossed on it. There are loads of different colours actually of this, but I must admit when I first saw it, I immediately thought of my friend Kaz. She has an obsession with Tiffany blue. She got married last year and she had a whole Tiffany theme, and she actually has some Tiffany sunglasses that she hardly ever wears because the case it came in wasn't like a proper case, I believe. I just thought they would be so amazing for her glasses, so I will probably end up giving them to her because I think that I already have a Rebecca Minkoff pouch, although so does she, and it is in this colour, but I use that for kind of bits and pieces in my handbag, and I'm not sure I would have a use for these because my Ray-Bans go in a slightly harder shelled case anyway. So yeah, I do absolutely love this, but I possibly, you may end up seeing this crop up on one of Kaz's videos. So the last thing, and this is really exciting because it arrived today, and I have been like, lusting after this for the longest time, and it's in its dust bag. The tough decision here was the colour because unfortunately the Resort collection, which is what Melissa has bought, Melissa from Black Book of Style, the Resort collection, which is what she's kind of ordered this from, only did them in contrasting straps. I believe that she does make them in solid colour kind of strap and bag combinations, but she only had a choice of a white bag with a black strap or a black strap a black bag with a white strap. And I decided on the white bag. And the reason that I decided on this one was because I felt like the black bag was just totally solid black bag, and it was a random white stripe, like a white strap that would be a white stripe down you with a black bag kind of hanging off it. It would be a bit weird. Whereas the white one has got, it's not black, it is just kind of like where the leather is sealed all around, but it kind of looks like black piping. If you can hear that in the background, that's just Milo playing with the strings. It's just kind of like it looks like black piping, and so it kind of ties it in a little bit better with the black strap. Or at least I think so anyway. So that's the reason that I chose it. Even though I was initially in the market for a black bag, I ended up getting the white one. And I must admit, the white is not as white as I thought it would be. It's more kind of an off-white, almost a cream. It is showing up white on camera, but when I first opened it, I thought it's not as white as I expected it to be, which I kind of like. So anyway, it's basically the same size as the MikhilaMak. I'll show you it against the 5-zip. It's the same size kind of like that as the MikhilaMak, but it's a lot bigger because it's a concertina, is it called an accordion? An accordion bag. So you can kind of, it is kind of squashy, but it's quite structured. I love the look of structured bags, but they just don't generally suit my lifestyle. I hate that they get in the way of everything. But this is perfect because it's so small, so although it's structured, it is kind of squashy, but although it is structured, it's not kind of going to get in the way of me kind of moving around and stuff, because that's what bugs me about structured bags. What I really like about this, from all the reviews and things I'd seen online, was it reminds me so much of the Chanel flap bags because it's got these magnetic flaps. First of all, you are supposed to clip that in to keep it secure, but you don't have to. That was something that was kind of putting me off because I thought I'm not going to be bothered to open and close this clasp every time I want to get into the bag, but you don't need to because it has got like a magnetic strip there, so you don't really need to close that if you don't want to. It's got a magnetic strip there, but it's also got another flap here that's a magnetic flap, and I just love that. That is such a Chanel feature for me. I think that's so cute. Not that, you know, I'm ever going to buy a Chanel bag, but it's close for me. And then you have inside much more room than you have in the MikhilaMak. But without it feeling like much of the larger bag. It's just, I feel like this would probably be enough to take everything with me if I was just going out for the day and it was just me and Lee, rather than having to take the kids and their stuff, rather than having to lug around a load of stuff for the family. If I was just taking stuff for me for the day, this would probably be more than enough room. I think if I was kind of going shopping for the day, it would be really good because it's not getting in your way and you're not carrying an extra bag on top of all the shopping bags that you'll be carrying. And yeah, I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. It's Saffiano leather, so it is that kind of more rough textured leather. I'm hoping it's going to be more hard wearing, especially because it's white. I'm a little bit concerned about getting marks on it, but I do have a Saffiano leather purse from Kate Spade that my friend bought me at Christmas time, and that's like a bright pink colour, and that's done really well so far, and that just kind of gets thrown around in my bag and it's not particularly looked after. And obviously it's pink, it's not white, it's not quite as bad, but I don't seem to have any marks on that, so fingers crossed this leather is pretty hard wearing. But I kind of do still have my eye on a black one, or maybe just like a deep colour, like a dark green or a dark kind of plum colour with the same colour strap, but maybe I'll see how much I use this one first. But I love this, it's so cute, and I wanted to show you it as well as the other things that I wanted to show you in this video. Rebecca Minkoff is one of those designers that I feel like is very, very trendy right now, but the main thing about it is it's not super expensive, and Black Book of Style have currently got 20% off with the code loyalty20, so that was supposed to be 150 and I paid 120 for it, so it was a really good deal as well. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that little video. Let me know if you'd like to see more of anything specific that I mentioned. I will do kind of a comparison video of all the max stats, like sizes, the smallest to the largest, and potentially like a collection video soon because I have some other ones to show you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful for some of you that might be interested in these bags and interested in a 20% off, because it's running till the 13th I think, but it's definitely worth checking out because she has loads of different styles and loads of different colours, and some of them have sold out already, so check that out. But yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!